Welcome to this video on current, potential difference, and resistance. This guide is designed to help you master these essential concepts for your GCSE Physics exam. In this video, we will break down the three core quantities of electric circuits: electric current, potential difference, and resistance. We will also cover how to use measuring instruments and review important exam tips. Let's begin with Chapter 1, Electric Current. Understanding current is the foundation for almost every other topic in electricity at the GCSE level. So what is electric current? It is defined as the flow of electric charge around a circuit. Think of it like water flowing through a pipe. The more charge that passes a point each second, the higher the current. Current is measured in amperes, often called amps, and is represented by the symbol A. The symbol I is used for current in formulas, coming from the French term for intensity of current. Mathematically, current is the rate of flow of charge. We express this with the formula I equals Q over T, where Q is charge in coulombs and T is time in seconds. Charge is measured in coulombs. A single coulomb is quite a large amount of charge, which is why we usually describe circuit flow in amperes instead. To measure current, we use an ammeter. These devices must always be connected in series with the component so that the entire current passes through them. Always remember that an ammeter must be in series. Connecting it in parallel creates a short circuit, which can lead to incorrect readings and potential damage to your equipment. Moving on to Chapter 2, Potential difference. This is the second key quantity you need to master, and it is also commonly referred to as voltage. Potential difference is the energy transferred per unit charge between 2 points. It is essentially what drives the charge carriers through your circuit components. It is worth noting that potential difference and voltage mean exactly the same thing. While potential difference is the more formal scientific term, you will see both used in your exams. Potential difference is measured in volts with the symbol V. Don't confuse the quantity symbol V with the unit symbol V. They are the same letter, but represent different things. To measure potential difference, we use a voltmeter. Unlike an ammeter, a voltmeter must be connected in parallel across the component you are measuring. Finally, avoid the common mistake of placing a voltmeter in series. Because it has very high resistance, doing so will block the current and give you a meaningless reading. Moving on to Chapter 3, Resistance. Resistance is the third key quantity. It opposes the flow of current and dictates how much current can pass for a given potential difference. Resistance is the opposition to electric current. It arises because flowing electrons collide with ions in the material, which slows them down and converts electrical energy into heat. Symbolized by R, it's measured in ohms. Resistance is measured in ohms, denoted by the Greek letter omega. Named after Georg Ohm, it's important to remember that resistance isn't always fixed. It can increase as certain components like filament lamps get hotter. A resistor is designed specifically to reduce current flow in a circuit. They protect sensitive components, adjust LED brightness, and come in both fixed and variable types, known as rheostats. Remember the inverse relationship. Higher resistance means less current, while lower resistance means more current. If resistance remains constant, increasing the potential difference will proportionally increase the current. Now for Chapter 4. The link between V, I, and R. These three quantities are connected by one of the most critical equations you will use in your GCSE Physics studies. Ohm's law states that for a component at a constant temperature, the current is directly proportional to the potential difference. We express this with the equation V equals I times R. You must be able to rearrange V equals IR to solve for any variable. A helpful tool is the Veer triangle. Cover the variable you need to find to see the correct formula for your calculation. Let's walk through an example. If you have a resistor of 20 ohms and a current of 0.5 amps, use V equals I times R. Multiplying 0.5 by 20 gives you a potential difference of 10 volts. Here is another example. With 12 volts and a current of 3 amps, rearrange the formula to R equals V divided by I. Dividing 12 by 3 gives a resistance of 4 ohms. Current is essentially a tug of war between potential difference, which pushes the flow, and resistance, which opposes it. The equation I equals V over R perfectly encapsulates this dynamic relationship. This table summarizes the quantities we've covered: current, potential difference, and resistance. It details their symbols, units, measuring instruments, and whether they are connected in series or parallel. For your exams, memorize these connection rules. Ammeters go in series. Think A for along. Voltmeters go in parallel. Think V for V-shape across the component. Never mix these up, as it's a common way to lose marks. Keep this quick reference guide for formulas in mind. I is charge divided by time, V is energy divided by charge, and V is current times resistance. Confidence with these will serve you well. To wrap up, avoid common mistakes. Don't confuse connection types. Be precise with symbols versus units, and always show your work by writing the formula before rearranging it. Good luck with your studies. Now let's look at the practical side of things, measuring current and potential difference in a circuit. To set this up, connect your power supply, resistor, and ammeter in series, and place the voltmeter in parallel across the component. Once the circuit is set, record your readings, calculate resistance using R equals V divided by I, and repeat for different voltages. Plotting these values on a VI graph helps determine if the component obeys Ohm's law. VI graphs reveal how a component behaves. A straight line through the origin confirms constant resistance and Ohm's law compliance. A curved line indicates non-ohmic behavior, where resistance changes, such as in a warming filament lamp. You will often be asked for precise definitions in your exams. Be sure to memorize the definitions for current as the rate of flow of charge, potential difference as energy per unit charge, and resistance as the opposition to current. Finally, remember these exam tips. Use the correct units, show every step of your calculations, draw your circuit diagrams carefully, and remember that voltage and potential difference are the same thing. You are ready to succeed.